I'm finna go on my walk. I got my gel braids. Y'all, my wig slid off yesterday. Y'all hear this girl at this door. I done fed her before I fed me, baby. And she up in here acting a fool. What, girl? Hey. Hey. You done ate? Nope. Enjoy the outside till I come back. Cause she been there waking up Kylie. But my wig started sliding off yesterday. So I went in there and took it off after I did my cardio. And I left the gel braids up, but when I come from, and I do all my exercises, I'm gonna take it down and wash it because I'm finna braid it. Finna braid my hair. Not today or tomorrow. I'm gonna let it breathe first, then I'm gonna braid Kylie. No. But family, y'all, I gotta talk to y'all this morning. I was led to talk to y'all about this. And I usually don't talk about certain subjects that I see. But it kept showing up in my news feed yesterday, and I'm like, why? And I refreshed it, because I don't even watch things like that. But it kept coming up, so I feel like, okay, I'm supposed to talk about it. And I clicked on it and I watched it. The couple that went live on Facebook, and he ended up unaliving her and himself. And what's crazy is he looked just like the guy I was in that abusive relationship with. But that's neither here nor there. But I was led to talk to y'all about, it done got hot out here now, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I was led to talk to y'all about it and bring awareness on it because y'all need to know. I didn't even really have to watch the whole video to figure out why that happened, other than it being toxic. But when they mentioned spell work, I then knew. Y'all know I'm recording on my new phone, y'all. I like this new phone. They brought it to me yesterday, and I'm so happy. But I won't be doing my recording on this phone all the time. Most of our recordings will be on that other phone. But and I'll be having a new number soon. Before I get in there, I will have a new number soon and a new email. So, okay. But I didn't have to watch. Excuse me. I didn't have to watch the whole thing to know why it happened. We all know it's easy for it to get to that when you're in that type of relationship. But when you're doing spell work, it just speeds it up. And when he mentioned, hey, her auntie do it, she went to her auntie, so I wouldn't leave her, then that opened up the door for him to try to go get it off of him. But then he probably, I say probably because I didn't hear him say he did it back toward her. I heard him say he was trying to get it off of him. But that opened up the door for him to be like, hey, I'm going to do it back to her. I want to tell y'all, when you open that Pandora box, you better know what you're doing. You better know who you calling on. You just better know what you're doing. Because I survived it. Not everybody do. And I just want to tell y'all my experience. I'm trying not to make this video long, but I dated someone around 2021, 2022. Probably more of the 2022 because I try to forget. I ain't gonna lie. When I forget about you, I forget about you. You know, once God bring me out or something, baby, I don't even try to revisit it. But anywho, I was late. I couldn't even sleep last night because I was led to bring awareness and let y'all know that it's real. And yes, men dabble in dark arts more than y'all like to know. Y'all think it's just women that do those love spells, those binding spells, but that's men do it too. And I ran into a warlock or two, a mason or two. I won't disclose nobody's name. I'm gonna write a book about it. Once I leave here and I get to my next destination, I'm going to write a book about it. You know, I'm gonna write a book about my whole life experiences. But I will be writing a book about my experiences here in Mobile. It's here, most definitely. I mean, but you gotta know that it is here because, you know, if you know anything about the city, you know, the history or whatever, then you'll know. But that's neither here nor there. But I did not know what it was at first. Like I said, because I'm still a spiritual baby. Like, I'm still learning things. But at that time, I was really a baby in this spiritual community. And I was just now building my own relationship with the Creator. So I didn't know what was going on. At the time, I thought, okay, I'm lovesick or some crap like that. But then I realized it was deeper than that because my body, that's why I say we all have an intuition. It's up to you if you listen to it. Your body tells you. And if you know your body, like I know my body, I know when something's wrong. I know when something's off. So I didn't know what the heck was going on. And I tell people, I don't even know where this lady at to this day that helped me. Like, I didn't see her no more on Facebook, and I don't see her. I know she was heaven sent. She was sent. She was sent. So I opened up to Facebook about it. I didn't go into detail. I just said, y'all, I don't know what's going on. I said, I dated this guy, and he did open up to me after we dated that his family, 2 members of his family, were into dark arts. And then I had heard his sister say his aunt, I heard her say, I know they watch my channel, and I'm not going to mention their name and nothing like that because, I ain't trying to get sued because me, myself, I'm working on getting me a lawyer for defamation of character for when people speak untruths about me. But baby, this is true. And y'all will see. Time will tell. Because when you open up about things like this, people will start to look at you and deem you crazy. They want to try to admit you. And most of the time, it be the ones that's behind the spell work. They do that because they don't want to be exposed. But that was the whole point of God give me up and said, make that platform. People need to hear. People need to know. People need to hear, because not even just me, more people before I even made this platform have been coming out about spell work. But anywho, I didn't know what was going on with me. I thought I was lovesick because that's what it feel like. You know what I'm saying? And then I met this guy. Won't say his name either. He from down where I'm from. Won't say his name at all. And it's a backstory behind him too. But, I opened up to him. He was the first one. Because at this time, I was isolated. Didn't talk to nobody. The only person that was really coming around was my sister-in-law. And I told her a little, but she didn't know I don't think she knew about the spiritual warfare or the spell work that was being done to me. I opened up to her about the things that I was experiencing in the neighborhood. But anyway, I met him and I told him about it. And he opened up to me and he said, well, he said, do not feel like you alone. He said, because he had a girl, that did that to him. And he said he had to go to his grandma to get it off because she had him in a corner balled up. I went in the corner balled up, but I was in my bed balled up. And I thought it was just because of the situation with my son, but it wasn't. And so anyway, I opened up on Facebook about it. This lady inboxed me. She told me what it was. And she said, baby, right now what you need to do, she said, you need to start calling on God. You need to go in prayer. She said, you need to dig deep within. She said, you need to call out. Y'all, this true story. I ain't got to fabricate nothing. I don't have to lie. I'm not going to gain anything from this. I don't get paid from YouTube yet, so I'm not gaining anything, y'all. Okay, so I sat up on that bed, y'all. I remember what I had on. I had on some jeans and a black shirt. I had my afro at the time. I sat on the side of that bed and I started crying and I started purging and I started asking God to release me, forgive me, release me. Just kept saying things over and over again. I just kept calling on him. Y'all, I felt it come from my sacral. If you know anything about that, sacral energy, I felt it come from there and I started throwing up. I'm talking about throwing up. And I did this for about 2-3 days. And she's this other girl on my Facebook. She's from Pensacola. Very beautiful. She from Louisiana, so you already know what time it is. She knew exactly what I needed to do. And y'all, mind you, before this, I ain't have a belief in it. I was closed off to it. I didn't know nothing about it. Didn't even go looking for it. I should have known. I grew up watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Buffy the Vampire. I should have knew something. I already had an interest in it. But, So anyway, I'm throwing up. That's called purging. Y'all. So, the girl on Facebook, she inboxed me. She told me what to do. Put this in your window. Put this at your door. She said, buy some sage. I ain't even have no sage in there. I don't think. Yes, I did. I had sage. But she said, get Palo Santos. She said, get some Palo Santos. She said, get this. Get that. So that's when I started to learn how to cover myself and protect myself. I was being protected the whole while, but I needed extra protection. And this is my first time speaking out about this publicly to millions of people because, I've been afraid to, because not that I'm scared of them, because fear don't live here. Because people take it and they try to deem you as something that you're not. And those are the people that have not experienced it. And those are the people that are closed-minded and think that it don't exist. And a lot of people are like, well, if you don't believe in it, it can't affect you. That's bullcorn. And when I broke up with him, because I wondered, when I was with him, my house stayed very, very hot. And it had this smell to it. No matter what I could do, it was this rotten smell like eggs. No matter how many plug-ins, candles, and everybody know I love my plug-ins and candles. Okay, it's raining, y'all, so this walk, I'm gonna have to sit on the porch to tell y'all. Hopefully it don't rain too hard. No! It's raining. So I gotta go back. Okay, so. Y'all, this cat is really, it's raining. Girl, you better get your butt up there. Go. You gonna get ate. Baby, because Trouble, when he come outside, he don't care.